This is West Ham Unofficial. Come on, you Irons. David Moyes has fielded 5 youngsters tonight in our final Europa League group stage game as we take on Dinamo Zagreb at home at the London Stadium. This game means absolute zilch to our Europa League campaign as we are already qualified through the last 16 of this competition. Welcome back to West Ham Unofficial. We hope you are well. We are here nice and early as always. We are an hour and 13 minutes away from kickoff at the London Stadium, and in true Europa League fashion, it seems to be doing it all the time. They released the lineup about 5 or 6 minutes ago, so we're going to get into that in a second. Firstly, James, how are you?
All good, mate. Life is good. Birthday next week. Buzzing about life, and always good in the world and in the jungle.
And in the jungle, that is for sure. So James's birthday next week is it's a week today, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
A week today.
21.
21 again. James is 21 a week today on the 16th. So I better get my handwriting out, I suppose. But you have to wait and see, James. Right.
I know, mate. I know.
Let's get into the chat. Good on, boys, with the lineup. We're going to get into it in just a secondo. Pete, I hope you are well. All the real ones in the chat tonight. Pete saying hello. Jay Woods, hope you are well. Come on, your Irons Perkins to score. Pete, hope you are well. Marcus, hope you are. Hello, everyone but Sky have it as Perkins at left back and Longelo up front. Well, I suppose, Marcus, that won't happen. But to be fair, I haven't seen Longelo play football in my life. I haven't watched him. We've seen Perkins up front, but yeah, I'd be surprised. Perkins hat-trick, wouldn't it be lovely? It would have been silly to play Diop or Dawson. It would have been silly, but I wouldn't have been surprised in the slightest if David Moyes would have chucked one in there. But I'm buzzing with this lineup. The question is, James, have you seen this lineup yet?
No, I haven't.
Ooh. So let's get in with it then. So it is Ariola in goal, back four of Ashby, Baptiste, Alese, Longelo. 2 in the middle of Crowell and Noble. 4 up top of Yarmolenko, 4 now is Vlasic and Perkins. To start off, James, I love that back 4.
Well, that's the under-23 back line, isn't it? So that's going to be interesting to see how they go about it tonight. You're going to see tonight whether these boys are up for it or not. Yeah. Like, I keep hearing a lot about these people. They should bring him in. But what does it with people on different platforms is they say all that, but they've never seen them live. Now, I'm not boasting, but I've seen these people live locally to me, and some of them are very good, and some of them should be nowhere near the first team. And tonight we're going to find out if the back 4 are good enough to make that step up, so to speak.
Yeah. Let's walk through this lineup. Ariola in goal. A lot of people called in to put Martin in goal for his boyhood club in Europe. I think, yeah, that would have been quite good for him. But, I mean, what's that tell Ariola?
For me, he might even get on the... is he on the substitutes bench? Because if he is, he might even get 10 minutes. I reckon, don't be surprised that he gets subbed on for like 10 minutes or something.
Yeah.
Like, I can see that happening. But it's going to be interesting. But like Ariola is going to either be very, very busy or he's going to be incredibly quiet. So we're going to know which one it is.
Yeah. Andy, West Ham Reunited, has watched some of these players live, and he says he speaks very highly of the fullbacks we got tonight in the likes of Ashby, Longelo, and of Baptiste and Alese. James, do you back having a full under-23 back 4?
It's kind of football, isn't it? And it's just now we're going to see if they're up to the task. Do you know what I mean? If they go out there tonight and keep a clean sheet and they play well, then they could be the future right now, because we might need them over the next 4, 5, 6 games.
Yeah.
But if they go out there and get hammered, and by Zagreb, and say, for instance, there's a lot of mistakes there in the back line, then people might need to go, you know what, go out on loan, learn your trade, like a lot of the others have, and then come back a better player. So
Yeah.
it's make or break tonight for them. It really is.
Yeah. Side is out. Wally says, "What? Well, that back four will be interesting." I looked at it and went, "David Moyes, I like it. Hats off to you for that's not something that David Moyes would usually do, but he's had to step out of his comfort zone tonight, and I respect it. I think it's a good lineup. Give some players a chance to shine. Definitely, James, you'll know this better than me. Allardyce against Forest vibes.
100%, mate. Yeah, but I've heard this on different things, and I understand what people are saying. Right? Why are you letting the youngsters go out there? You're going to ruin their confidence. But at the end of the day, if they can't do it on the big stage right now, then they're not ready. It's as simple as that. So it's going to be. It's going to be hard tonight. I think if Zagreb turn up and they play like they played against Arsenal and Tottenham over the last few years, then I think West Ham lose. But I hope I'm wrong. Let's put it like that.
Let's take some more of your comments. Well, I can't believe they are all in. Who's in the bench? We'll get onto the bench in just a second, Gary. Give us 2 secondo. You're right, James. It's time to shine. That 2 in the middle, Crow and Noble. Yet again, it's what we wanted. We didn't want to see Declan Rice or Thomas Souček anywhere near this. And thankfully, I know we're getting onto the bench in a minute. Declan Rice or Thomas Souček both are not on the bench tonight.
Good. That's what I want to see. It's a big game for Crow. Also, like Crow, I want to see Crow in a West Ham shirt in the Premier League, not the Europa League. And don't forget, we have also got the Carabao Cup coming up, so we're going to need some of these players might even play in that. So it's a big game for Crow. Noble, is this his last game for West Ham in the Europa League? Because I think if we get obviously we finish top, would he play in the home and away leg? I don't think so, but let's hope it's a good send off for Noble and all if it is his last game.
Yeah, it could be. It really could be. And he wouldn't want it any other way that he's out there on home turf. The reception he'll get. He won't want it any other way that he's playing in front of some really good, talented young players. He would not want it anyway. He wants it at home, and that is what he's getting. For me, this is what every player is playing for, and now we need to take this chance. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you saw it last night with Man United. They played young boys. They put out an extremely rotated side. They had a few debutants. They had Robbie Savage's son played there. They had a geezer called Zidane that came on for Jesse Lingard, in fact, who dropped a 1 out of 10 performance because he's ready to come to the Hammers. But anyway, we're seeing rotation everywhere, and this is the competition for that little bit of rotation, and we're seeing a lot of it tonight, which I think, on the whole, James, probably a big majority, 90-95% of West Ham fans wanted to see tonight. Yeah.
It's for me. It's the right team. It's the right team.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it really, you got to look at it like this. It's make or break. It's do or die for these players. And I hope that Ashby and Longelo, because I do think them 2 positions, left back and right back, are massive at the minute. I know the centre halves, but we can put Declan there or Crowell there, or we can get round it. Right. We can go to 3 at the back if you have to. But Longelo is one that I'll be watching tonight very closely. I've heard a lot about this kid. I keep hearing people say he should come in and play. I've seen Ashby live. I've seen Baptiste live. So Longelo's the one I'm looking forward to watching tonight for sure.
Yeah. Your thoughts on the front four? We've only got one first teamer starting tonight, and that is Pablo Fornals. Alongside him in the front attacking four, we've got Yarmolenko, Vlasic, and our 5th and final youngster, Sonny Perkins.
Surprised with Fornals. Really am. To me, that says that he's on the bench on Sunday. It's the only thing I can think of. Like, I'm surprised Ben Rama's not in there because I thought Ben Rama might have played tonight, but he's gone with Yarmolenko, Fornals, Vlasic, and Perkins. yet again, I say it every week, and this is the final time I'm going to say it. It's a big game for Vlasic. Like, Vlasic has to do something tonight to try and get his way into that team, because at present his next game might be the Tottenham game, and that'll be it. Like, because where else does he fit? So I want him to score a goal tonight. That's what I want. All right, score a goal or make a goal, get a bit more confidence, and then we've got to try. He's got to somehow get into this team for the Prem, 100%.
Yeah, I think what we do like to see tonight, we'd like to see the youngsters on a whole have a good game. I'd like to see Sonny Perkins score. I'd like to see Crowell and Noble dominate the midfield, and some confidence boosting goals or assists for Yarmolenko and Vlasic tonight. I think that would be a perfect evening for them. But let's have a look at this subs bench then. And to be fair, just before we get onto that, you just saw it there, but just before we get onto that, with that front four, for me personally, I expected it to either be Lanzini or Benrahma in there, because then the way I looked at it, I talked to Mike last night on the preview, the way I said it's probably going to be Lanzini or Benrahma. It's going to tell me if Lanzini starts, it's probably going to be Benrahma at the weekend. If Benrahma starts, it's probably going to be Lanzini at the weekend. But he's chucked 4 nows in. I'm not quite sure what to make of it, but you know, we'll just have to wait and see, because yet again, it's going to be an interesting lineup when we play Burnley on Sunday. But let's have a look at the subs bench. We've got 2 goalkeepers on the bench in Darren Randolph and Martin. We've got Soufal, Masuaku, Diop, our first youngster in force. And then we've got Svaya, Potts, Lanzini, and Benrahma. So let's break that down. Firstly, the 2 goalkeepers. I mean, it's just filling the bench. Soufal and Masuaku, and we'll wing back options. James?
Oh, I don't want to see Kafal on the pitch. Maybe Maz can come on, but that's about it. 2 goalkeepers. God, we do love 2 goalkeepers, mate.
Oh, we do.
I've got to admit, I've never known a club to be like it, have 2 goalkeepers on the bench. Like, it's like you've got no faith in one, so you've got a choice. Obviously, Diop, I don't want to see him even. He shouldn't even be on the substitute bench, in my opinion. He should be resting up, because he's going to be needed. Forson is a good player. Mini Kante, they call him. I do like the kid. I think he's a future talent in the making, 100%. Sawyer, I've never heard of him, if I'm honest. I won't lie. Potts, yeah, he's been in and around the youth setup, and then obviously Lanzini and Benrahma. So, yeah, there should be more youngsters on there, really, if they're available. Like, where's Dan Chesters? He come on against someone, and I thought he played a good 5-6 minutes, and he's gone missing again. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. Probably be nice to see Forson. I think Martin will come on. Sawyers and Potts, hopefully.
Yeah, that's what I would like to see. I don't want to see Diop anywhere near unless we get an injury to one of those centre backs, God forbid. But you know, we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, Forson. I watched him. It was a pre-season game. It escapes me which game I watched, but I watched one of the things against Stevenage or a club like that, and he ran the midfield, and the mini Kante I really saw in that game. But yeah, Lanzini, Benrahma. But this is a good comment here from Wally. So it switched up the logic that me and Mike came up with last night. It's just not last night. So it's meant to be Lanzini starting ahead of Fornals. So let's say our front four is going to be Antonio, Lanzini, Benrahma, and Bowen. That's the second time Fornals gets dropped, James. Sorry. Is that harsh on him, do you think, for Sunday?
Well, it is with Fornals. It's not a sort of game for him, if that makes sense. Like, he's not against Liverpool. I can understand it. I think Fornals will be more useful against Arsenal than Burnley.
Yeah.
Like on the Wednesday, do you know what I mean? I don't think listen, what people got to understand is you can't take it personally. Like, Fornals will come in against Arsenal, I'm pretty sure of it. I don't think Lanzini's got the legs. I think Lanzini will play on Sunday, have a rest, then Fornals will come in, and the rotation will keep going round. We've got to have an attacking threat. I want to see Benrahma on Sunday, because I think I will back him up, because I think there's a talent there. But Fornals, for how much I'm like that on him, I think he's been very, very good this season. Really, really good. And is Burnley the game for him? I don't think it is. I think the Arsenal one is. I think it's more. We need more energy against Arsenal than I believe we need against Burnley. So, not harsh, but it is what it is.
Yeah, Andy's having a bit of banter with you here, James. Boy doesn't trust the youth, does he, James?
Yeah, I know. it's nice to see it, but we will know after tonight when you start seeing people saying, "Oh, you got to start playing the youngsters." I think people need to start understanding that there's levels to the game, and we see it with Meepo last year. Ben Johnson's been in the making for about 2 or 3 years. Let's have it right. He hasn't just all of a sudden come out the youth setup and gone straight into the first team. So we've got to know where we're at. And at the end of the day, I feel that this is a good test tonight. Very, very good test against a very, very good team who are fighting for a point. So it's going to be interesting. And I just hope they don't make any mistakes. That's the only thing I will say. No mistakes from them.
Andy, thank you very much. Back to shopping, Jen speaks soon to 3-1 West Ham. So Andy's still Christmas shopping at Lakeside. Don't tell me you've been there all day, Andy. Christmas shopping for Andy, I respect it because you haven't left it way too late. You've done it at a really good time. I like to get my Christmas shopping done like before the start of December because it gets stupid when the shops get done. But Andy, I respect it. But I hope you get back for kickoff though. You've got 58 minutes. Quick, speed home.
My Christmas shopping was done well before you lot. That's me. November.
Yeah. All of mine was done before I opened the first door of my event calendar. I'll say that. The whole Moles family's coming tonight. Have you, Jane? Let's whack ourselves into a chat then. I'm saying 4-1 West Ham, says Pete. We'll get onto predictions later. We've got our poll running as well, which I'll end very shortly. So get your vote in. What are you going for? We've currently got 27 votes on there. West Ham v Dinamo Zagreb, West Ham win, draw, or a West Ham loss. Get your vote in for that. WXUFC is saying I'm going with a 2-2 draw as our back four is young. But it's just what they need. Come on, you Irons. Perkins 4-1 to score any time. James, you getting on that?
I would love him to score tonight. I saw enough in that sort of last 11 minutes against Vienna, or whatever it was, that if he gets the chance, he's going to get something going. Do you know what I mean? It's a big game for him also tonight because was it just a flash in the pan? Oh, he's just come on the pitch and he's had a good 10 minutes. He's starting now, so let's put it this way: if he starts banging in goals tonight, and they're good goals at that, trust me, people will be pushing him to start.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Let's have a little look at some more of your comments. Who needs strikers? Well, yeah, there's no strikers on the bench. So yeah, I would like Chester's on there, but I don't know whether he's qualified for the law and all of the 2-year thing, and whether he's been playing too much under 23. Can't really discuss that too much because I don't really know the setup and how things work between getting these players from the under 23s to the first team and then getting them qualified to play for the Europa League. I don't know what happens there. Mike, hope you're evening, guys. Looking forward to watching some of these young lads. I agree. Like to see Potts comment. Yeah. I'd like to see all of the youngsters get on the pitch, have some game time tonight, because this is their opportunity, best opportunity of the season to see some youngsters tonight. I think. Dawson and Diop need to be locked up in solitary confinement for the next few weeks. Honestly, they need to be wrapped up in cotton wool, because they are our only two. First team centre backs at this football club. I mean, you could say Rice and Crowell, but they're more midfielders that can step in. There are two only out and out centre backs we've got at this football club. But got to wrap them up in cotton wool. Benny Lanzini, Sufal Diop should all be rested, said Pete. 10 minutes for Martin up front if we're winning. I can see Moyes bringing him on, Wally, but I can't quite see him bringing him on up front. Wally, where's your boy? We don't know where he is. Where is Ryan Fredericks? Use that Ryan Fredericks emoji. Tell us, have you got any inside info on your boy? Everybody's saying hello. Great lineup, says Mark. I agree. Who else is buzzing for tonight's game after seeing this young starting lineup? I am. James, are you?
I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be an experience for him. That's the only thing I can say. It's going to be the game itself is meaningless, but it's going to be for them. It's going to be like a first team start in like the Premier League to a lot of them players. So they've got to embrace it. And I'm more looking at them tonight than the game, if that makes sense. Like, I'm looking at the players individually and seeing how well they play tonight. So hopefully, it's a positive result.
Yeah, Max has put a different opinion in here, and he says this isn't Moyes trusting the youth. This is him feeding them to the wolves. What do you make of that, James?
I understand what he's saying. I slightly agree, but then I do slightly disagree on that. Because the way I look at it, I keep hearing from different platforms and different people, oh, we've got to give the youth a go, right? We've got to give the youth a go. Now, tonight, we're going to see if they're a man or a mouse. And basically, if they are up for it against, let's be honest, Zagreb are no mugs. They're a good side. And I reckon they will severely test them. So for me, I think it's a good test and a free hit in a competitive game. So feeding to the Wolves, I don't think so. I just think it's a good game for them to come into at the right time. And what I'm happy about the most is that it ain't a game that we are relying on getting something. That's more that's more to it. Do you know what I mean? So let's see how they go. Perkins hat-trick incoming.
Jack, if you haven't seen, full subscriber if you know. Thank you very much for dropping in tonight. It's going 5-1 West Ham bold. I like it, Jack. I like it. Hopefully, James, you know, if it doesn't go to plan for the youngsters tonight, got to cut a bit of slack, haven't we? We can't really go all gung ho that they're not good enough, this, that, and the other. Would you say that, you know, it wouldn't be right to go and criticise and slate them if it doesn't go to plan tonight?
I wouldn't say that. But I don't want to keep hearing people saying that I'll give the youth a chance. That's the thing. Like, when you're giving the youth a chance now, this is their moment. Now, if Ashby comes in, who I'm looking forward to seeing tonight, I must admit.
Yeah.
If he comes in and puts in a masterclass, then he's got to be in the mention or getting on the bench and being a regular on the bench, because we haven't got no other right back. Fredericks is injured, Johnson's injured, and Kafal is the only right back. So you got to weigh it up. Like, it's a free hit game. It's a game that I feel that some of them players will be like nervous, but you've got to. I keep seeing it on different platforms and different people saying we need to see the youth. We need this. Well, you're going to see them tonight, and then if it don't go according to plan, yeah, they've got to be man enough to hold their hands up and say, right, we need reinforcements in here, and the youth will follow in years to come, because Ben Johnson took time. Declan Rice is 4 years into the player he was when he first started against Liverpool at Anfield on his debut, like first starting debut. Like, his debut was against Burnley the previous season, last game of the season. So we've got to know where we're at. Do you know what I mean? So it'll be interesting to see tonight. That's all I can say, really.
Yeah. Plenty of comments coming. 24 people watching. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new. There we go. What is all the members only exclusive? What do we call it? Emojis. Frederick's injured again. Yeah, we do. Unfortunately, he is injured. What have you checked out the match day natter for this morning? When I was, I feel about 20 to 8 this morning. I was in a glorious mood for it being a Thursday morning for when the members only match day natter for the game tonight. Did you enjoy it? Did you watch it? If you haven't, go back and watch for the game, because why not? It's for you members. Luke, have you stocked up on beer? Have you got the beverages in ready for the game tonight? Let us know. Some of our players need rest, and for the kids it's a test. I see, Mark, you're a poet and you don't know it. Some of our players need rest, and for the kids it's a test. What do you make of that, James?
Because we are the best.
Just tops it all off, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Luke. You've started on the beverages there, haven't you? Can see us losing, but don't care so long as the youngsters put in a performance. I don't see us losing this football match, to be honest with you. I think we could. There's a possibility of us getting stunned like we did at Genk away. I think they could start on the front foot, but you know, as the game goes on, I think we just get better and better. Mike says these lads can play without pressure on to get a result. Will be a great experience for them. Definitely. Everybody's saying hello to each other. Right then, Dinamo Zagreb. They've beaten Spurs, Arsenal in the past in this competition. What are you expecting to see from them tonight after seeing them way back in the first game of our Europa League campaign a few months ago?
Gritty. They're a gritty side, rough and ready type team. Do you know what I mean? So, for me, they know they only need a point, so they're not going to go. For me, I just think this is a draw written all over it. But it wouldn't surprise me if this ends up 0-0. Like, it really wouldn't, or 1-0 or something like that. I just feel that they're going to come here and they're going to try and not lose the game, right? And I think if it gets to the 70th minute and it's to say it's 1-0 or something, I think it'll filter out into a draw. But yeah, they're a good side. They've got some good players. They've got some like Croatian players who are, I think, lurking around the Nationals top side. So Elise and Baptiste are going to be busy tonight because it ain't going to be like this. Ain't going to be under 23 standard. This is going to be proper standard where they're going to get roughed up and thrown about a bit. So they've got to be on the ball and ready for that. 100%.
Can you see it for the youngsters tonight being almost a reality check? Because I do agree, because they're strikers and big players. Might just in the first 15 minutes just give the centre backs and give some players just a bit of a nudge, just a bit of a warning, saying, we are here, and almost not scaring them off. That's the wrong phrase, but almost, just saying this is different, and we're not here for a friendly kickabout.
Well, it is. You will know within the first sort of 10 minutes if they're up for it or not. Really, like if a corner's coming in and like they're getting their head on the balls and things like that, they've got to realise that they're in a game tonight. Especially that back four, all four of them, not just the two centre halves, even Longelo and Ashby. Like, for how good I want to see them going forward, I will also be checking out to see how good they can defend and all. And Ashby is the one that everyone keeps raving about and saying he's the next big thing. I've seen him. I think he's a very, very, very good player. But yet again, you're only seeing him against the standard that he's up against. Do you know what I mean? Let's see him against very good standard tonight. And if he comes out of that tonight, then I think we've got a gem there at right back.
Yeah. Had 54 cans of Stella delivered from Amazon check for the Ashes of Football. Are you telling me every night you're pulling an all-nighter to watch the cricket? And let's be honest, Luke, so far we've had a bit of a nightmare, haven't we? I got up the first morning and I thought, yeah, typical England, 147 all that. And then I actually look at the scorecard, yeah, Rory Burns out first ball. You could not write it. And I go on my Twitter timeline from the night before and people are like, yeah, it was so obvious that was going to happen, that he was going to get out first ball. So you got 38 left. When were they ordered? I got so smashed first night of Ashes. I thought my legs were falling off. Luke, I respect it. You've pulled an all-nighter to watch the Ashes and you've got smashed on it. That's the way to do it. Shiny G, hope you are well. Perkins to score. Kids Dynamite. Right, I'm going to give you some the Dinamo Zagreb lineup. I'm not going to pleasure you with all of the pronunciations of the names, but the one player, number 99 there, Orsic, is the man to watch, Jen.
Very good player. He's the one who destroyed Tottenham, I think it was, a couple of years ago. Very, very good. 28, if you like betting on a card, he's the man to get booked tonight for cards. I think he's ex-Cardiff. Yeah, he's ex-Cardiff and he's terrible defender, really, if I'm honest. But yeah, to me, it is like that's the team. We've got to keep 99 quiet, and yeah, like we will see what happens. But nothing phases with that team at all.
Yeah, somebody did mention earlier on about putting Longelo up front, and they have still got this one. They've got number 56 Longelo up front, and Sonny Perkins playing on that left-hand side. Don't know why.
It could be one of Moyes' masterclass. You know what I mean? To baffle the opposition. So you just never know, mate. You just never know. One thing I will say, I do like that system, that 4-3-3. Forget like the players, but I do like that. 3-man midfield, 3-man attack, solid defence. I do like that system. Liverpool play that system all the time. They don't ever change that system, really. Like I don't think I've ever seen Liverpool change that system. And a 4-3-3, I do like that. So it'd be interesting to see how we get on tonight with that sort of system. Because we're usually 4-2-3-1.
Yeah. 3:45 Luke went to bed on the first night of the Ashes. Did you do yesterday? Could you bear it? Could you bear watching any more of it? Did you do last night or not? Come on, guys. Everyone has been destroying Spurs for years. I mean, in the last fortnight, COVID and the weather has beaten Spurs. I mean, amongst other teams and, just everything. But yeah, one thing I do like, and I can't help but mention, is you look at the squad numbers we got there tonight. Look. 50, 75, 64, 56.
It's like an American football team, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh my God. Somebody, quick math. Somebody, by the end of the show, I want you to count up our squad numbers. Add up the whole team from tonight, and see what you get. I'm just going to ponder that with James to see whether he can photographically memorise that for a second. So we've got 13, 50, 75, 42, 64, 16, 33, 8, 7, 56, and 11.
It's about 490, I reckon. 490.
Right. Whilst I check that out and find the answer, check out our channel sponsors, SRM, Carver and Sun, by clicking the link in the description down below. Don't click on James's head because it won't work. Click the link in the description down below. Our fantastic channel sponsor here on West Ham Unofficial are SRM, Carver and Son. SRM, Carver and Son provides crushing, screening and aggregate recycling services across southern England. If you'd like to find out more information on SRM, please click the link in the description down below to check out more information on their website. Thank you very much to SRM, Carver and Son for sponsoring West Ham Unofficial, and come on, you Irons. 375, James.
Well, I was 100 out.
They all are running up 375. There's your little bit of maths for the evening. Pay me later. Oh, look at this coming in tonight. Look at this. Shiny G with the 199 super sticker. Thank you very much. So you could have got the fantastic membership perks for that 199 and got all of your fantastic, well, I wouldn't call it fantastic, it's a bit rich of me, but some more content, I'd say. But thank you very much, greatly appreciate it for that super sticker. 1 a.m. last night, I was too battered after getting up at 8 a.m. I'm not surprised. Oh my God, 3:45 to 8 a.m. to 1 a.m. Look at that. Right, then let's get on to your prediction, James. What are you going for?
I don't know. This is a tough one. It's either they play decent and we might get a positive result, or if they don't turn up and they get like starstruck, so to speak, we could lose this game. I'm going to go for a draw. I'm going to go for a 1-1. I think we might. I think Zagreb will come there to try and contain to a point, and not. Obviously, they know a point is all they need. I think they will score tonight, Zagreb. I'll be quite shocked if they don't, especially against a under 23 defence. But yeah, I'll go for a draw. I'll go for a 1-1, I think.
Yeah. West Ham United was going for a 0-0. Luca could be all over tonight. I made it to 12:30, lost the plot. Respect it, Mike. I respect it. But the poll is in. All of you watching, get your predictions in. It's time to get your predictions into the live chat. And whilst we do that, let's have a look at the poll. So 34 votes we've had on our poll tonight. James, a West Ham win has occupied 88% of that, and 5% for a draw, 5% for a West Ham loss. How have they worked that out? Because that's only 98%. Come on, YouTube. I mean, even I do that. I'm not great at maths.
The 2% is because we're massive.
The 2% is because we're massive. So, at the 34 votes, 88% for a West Ham win, draw 5%, West Ham loss 5%, and 2% simply because we are massive. James, have you got that megaphone?
Where is it? Hold on.
Whilst James goes and gets that, I'm going to say hello to all you lot in the chat. How are you? Plenty of comments coming in. 0-0 says West Ham 94. 2-2 Wally World. 1-0 win. West Ham 3-2 says Mark. We could play with a fun attitude with Perkins coming away with the ball. 4-1. Come on, a 5-5. This is what we love, Luke. 5-5. And James is back. Have you got the megaphone?
We are massive. I repeat, we are massive.
Yes. There we go. The megaphone is here. It's delivered, and it is repeating. We are massive. My prediction. Oh, go on, Jay.
We are massive. Just to let everyone know that, loud and clear. We are massive. Thank you very much.
My prediction. I haven't got a blooming clue, to be honest with you. It could be anything. So I'm going to go for a 3-0 West Ham win tonight. I see Perkins getting a goal. I see Fornell's getting a goal. I see Andrei Yarmolenko getting a goal. The megaphone is back in the James Fever household.
Yeah, I must admit. It comes in bloody handy when you've got people on your front lawn. I must admit, it happened to me earlier. Yeah, it happened to me earlier on. I had someone outside my house decided that they thought they would take a load of pictures and be like a fashion show outside my house. So I went into the spare room, got the megaphone out, and told them politely, "Get off my front."
Did you actually do that?
100% did, mate. I told my missus, and she was like in bits. So, yeah. Don't step on man's front lawn. That's what I say.
Don't step on James's front lawn. Otherwise, you will get the microphone treatment. You won't get the massive treatment. You'll get the microphone treatment from James Fever. So yeah, plenty of content to come. We'll have asked the fans tomorrow at some point where fans like James will give in their 1-minute review of the game tonight, and we're going to trial that, continue it, see whether you guys like it with different fans. Just giving them a quick 1 minute, because not doing it live, doing a quick 1 minute, giving fans a voice and them voicing their opinion on the 90 minutes of football. So yeah, plenty of content to come. There probably won't be a match review because I won't be doing one tonight because I'll be told to go to bed. And yeah, I might do one. I don't know, but obviously the mad fixture schedule might get into the way of that, because let's see who we've got. Burnley on Sunday, then we've got Arsenal away on the following Wednesday, and then the following Thursday it's James's birthday. We need to have a James Fever birthday party.
I would do, but I'm somewhat engaged all day. And but we will do something along the line. Do you know 100%. What I mean?
James is engaged all day. Is it the Winter Wonderland gig, James?
Oh, yeah, it's a tour around the posh part of London.
Oh, very, very fancy. James Fever.
See, this YouTube game, told you. You know what I mean? It pays well. Do you know what I mean? McDonald's and chips. Well, there you go.
Had a nice McDonald's last night. The new festive burger Dad had. I had the sweet chili chicken wrap because I had a Christmas dinner at school. Yeah, yesterday I made a Yule log, so it was big chocolate Swiss roll. I had Christmas dinner for lunch and McDonald's for tea. Loving life.
Yeah, I'm doing I know we're rambling on, but I'm doing a no drinking, no takeaway, no chocolate, and there's something else. Probably no betting or something in January. Just a whole January of all the no's, the 3 no's. So
I feel for you, James.
Mate, I done it last year, mate. I'll tell you what, I was like day 29. I was like, come on. So yeah, I'll do it.
We should get Steve doing that. Dry January. He tried it a few months ago, didn't we? We should get Steve doing that again because he failed last time. I'll make sure he don't fail this time because I rang him last night at the pub.
Did you say Steve failed? Steve, you failed. Yeah.
Right, we are rambling on now, so we'll start wrapping things up. The Mega Fever. It's not the microphone, the megaphone. It's the Mega Fever phone.
Fever on the mic, like.
Fever on the mic, like spa day. Not a spa day. Not a spa. You know, there might be a spa day on the posh side of Kensington and all that stuff and all that jazz around that side of London.
I'll tell you what, with all these COVID restrictions, mate, I don't know about that at the minute. It's a strange old world.
It is. I make a Yule log Boxing Day. I made one yesterday. It was very nice. Very, very nice. Right, we're rambling on, so we'll wrap things up. We are 36 minutes away from kick-off at the London Stadium, so stay tuned. Go and watch somebody else because, thank you very much for watching us tonight. And James, do you want to wrap things up with the Mega Fever?
I want to say that everyone who's new around here, please do subscribe to West Ham Unofficial. He's doing wonderful stuff. He's a young 14-year-old lad who's trying to make his way in the world. And listen, please do subscribe, like the video, and support this young man all the way to the top because he will reach the very top of the tree because he's the king of the jungle.
The king of the jungle. I'll tell you what, is I'm a celeb even still on? I'm not watching this year. Is that on James? Do you watch that?
Oh, mate, David Ginola is going to cop me a few quid. So, yeah.
Is he? Oh,
Yeah.
oh, yeah. You're getting on the bets on the other celeb.
Oh, mate, I've got a problem. You know what I mean?
Anyway,
Yeah,
we'll leave
mate.
it there. Thank you very much for watching. Drop a like on the video, subscribe to West Ham Official, which James put very, very nicely there. Final thoughts, James, as we are 34 minutes away from kickoff.
Looking forward to seeing the youngsters. Hope for a positive result. If we lose, it's no biggie. It's all about player watch tonight for me. Watching these players and seeing if they're ready to rock and roll in the Prem. And we will know after tonight if some of them can and if some of them can't.
Yeah, definitely. So thanks everybody for getting involved in the live chat tonight and giving their opinions. From me and James. Oh, hang on, let's take a couple of comments. Let's have a little look here. Subscribers, Mama Cox wants an extension. Right, well, we're gonna have to wait for Mum's response. So she's probably. I hope she's watching this downstairs. So we want a reply from Mama Cox. Subscribe as Mama Cox wants an extension. What type of extension? James, do you know what kind of extension Luke's rambling about here?
No idea, mate. No idea. All I want to do is get to 300 by Christmas, or I've got to pay out for a 3-course meal to my partner. So, yeah.
So 20 Zone TV. Wade, WL, haven't seen you before. Thank you very much for coming into the chat. Gents, how are we doing? Very good. Sorry, mate. No worries. Looking forward to the new blood out there. I think we all are. It's going to be an eye opener. It's going to be an interesting watch for all of us tonight in the Europa League. I don't know about you, James, but I tend to just sit back and relax and watch the Europa League games. I don't get too animated. I don't get too what's the word? Like up and emotional.
Emotionally involved is the word you're looking for. Yeah.
That is.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that Chelsea game, I tell you what, I was really emotionally involved. That when Masuaku put that in, they must have heard it about 20 houses down, I tell you. Or conservatory. Mama Cox wants to because we're getting it all knocked down out there. It's gonna be a nice cricket service out there, Luke. You should come down. You should come up. I was gonna say come down because everybody's like up there. You're like down even further, Luke. You're down in like even further downland. Evening Arsenal, covered by cats. Thank you very much, Wade, for coming in. Of course, I'm watching. Of course, you were. No extension needed, Luke. There we go. Oh, that kind of stuff. I thought you meant hair extensions or something. I don't know all that rubbish. James, anything about hair extensions?
No, nothing at all.
Anyway, we'll leave it there. Come on, you Lions. It's been a laugh tonight. We are West Ham Official and the 20 Zone TV, and we'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys, and merci, au revoir. Goodbye. See ya.